Can we just spend 1 second to focus on the sheer pace of this car? Good God, this is crazy. I'm in 4th gear. I'm letting the gearbox do its thing. The amount of power is unreal. I can feel the weight, most depth, but the performance is unreal. Through high end, I think the car does hide very smartly its weight. You can see the gearbox is like 1 gear up. Time to actually protect me for myself, I would say. There are 2 brands that are always going to be relevant at the Nürburgring car park, Porsche and BMW. And this is our G87 Bmw M2. Now, here at Trackspeed, we love BMWs. From the E46 M3, that it was one of our first rentals in Greece, to the E92 M3 that followed, and then the F-Series M2. These cars are very popular. They have been running in Greece for years. Very good basis if you want a front-engine rear-wheel drive car. We absolutely love them to bits. And when we were discussing about our front-engine rear-wheel drive car here in Nürburgring, there was only one answer. When it comes to BMWs, we had to get the newest, the latest and greatest. And this car is exactly that. Now, it's a bit of a polarizing car because of the looks. When it was first presented, people hated the front, the rear, the bumpers, the square look. It is a car that you need a bit of time to digest how it looks from the outside. However, this specific car in Zandvoort blue has been extremely popular. The people absolutely love the color. We actually had people coming specifically to drive this exact car. And I have to admit that it is indeed one of the fastest modern BMWs. We are here about to enter the ring with our G87 M2, and I'm gonna let you in a secret as we're gonna warm up tires in the car. I'm gonna let you in a secret. Car guys are usually wrong. I will explain what I'm saying. When the E92 M3 came, all the E46 guys, they said like, no, it's too big, it's too heavy, this, that, 10 years passed and the car became popular. Another 10 years passed and it happened to be one of the most popular ring tools. You know, the Sirmer E92s, people love them to bits. And of course, the same thing happened with M2. Car came, people said, it's too big, too heavy, too bulky. The turbocharged engine, no NA engine, which is like the trademark for BMW to that point. So basically they said, no, BMW is betraying us, these cars are not real cars. And the same will happen with this M2. It's too big, it's too heavy, it's too bulky. I see you, I feel it. But do you know a thing? It is actually the fastest M2 I've ever driven. Coming from the factory as a stock car, actually, it is really impressive how fast is this car. Same with the gearbox, people complain about this gearbox, and it is the fastest and the smoothest one I've ever driven yet on track. What actually defines the experience of driving this car on track is this constant flow of torque. Like, honestly, I could believe that if you told me that this car is 600 horsepower, I would believe it. And it is of course not, but the feeling of that torque and the gearbox being like so smooth and going through the years, it feels much more powerful than what it is. Which of course is part of the reason why I kept pushing the guys at Trackspeed to make like a club sport version. Something that if you follow closely our channels, you know that we have done. So there is the red fancy TDS car, but we're gonna speak more about this like later in the video. Let's go back on track. Let's see how the car handles through Hooyacht. Beautiful stuff. You feel the nose. You wait a little bit, just wait for the car to settle, and you can actually not even have that understeer that you expect from a big, heavier car. Drive it clean through the sections. Really impressive performance with, again, minimal effort. We see the sister car there with CS Supra. In my opinion, one of the coolest partnerships. But of course, the GT7 M2 is a much bigger car, a much better car. I'm gonna keep the inside line. Look what this extra performance actually helps you navigate all these sections easily. Now, one of the reasons that I love this car personally is the size, because of course, as you know, the drivetrain is very similar between the G series M3 and M4. However, I do like the smaller size of the M2 personally, and I think the moment you add some aero bits, exactly as we have done in our red car, in our Club Sport build, the whole thing starts being a bit more aggressive. You add a bit more tire, it looks right in a way. And we saw this trend like many years back, like when we were in Essen Motor Show, and we saw that the first M2s were starting to pop like left and right. Like we knew that this is gonna be like a hot modified car, and it happened exactly like this. And of course, every year 2024 was like this, and 2025 looks exactly like that. I think the fastest BMWs now at the ring are M2s. There's a couple of very fast cars out there, and hopefully our car is one of these cars. So we are at the Nürburgring. This car is accelerating like a rocket. We are gonna approach the carousel. I'm gonna drop it in. Yes, I do feel the weight. I definitely feel the weight. But there is definitely also some smart work by the engineers at BMW. Systems there to help hide that weight. And as I climb to Hohe 8, I'm quite grateful of that extra power. I want to beg the guys at Trackspeed to create a Club Sport version of this car. I feel all the potential trapped in this chassis. Like, these cars are gonna be weapons. The more the tuners get them, and the more we work on the alignments and the suspensions, and we actually fit them with a little bit of tire. Actually, if you are an internet guy and you watch YouTube, you can actually watch this super cool American dude that has a G87 M2 time attack car, Jackie Ding. You think that we are Nürburgring guys and we only watch Nürburgring stuff. I tell you, this is the opposite. I check this guy, throw his G87 M2 around, and I'm almost a bit jealous, I tell you. And it is part of the reason why I said to Labros, we're gonna get a G87 M2 and we're gonna make a cool car out of it. So you can come and drive it right now as a stock car, and down the road, a couple of months down the road, you're gonna be able to drive our own version of this. So expect a very cool G87 M2 at Trackspeed. And if you had any questions about this platform and how capable it is, I hope this video solved all these answers. Look at this chassis dance and jump and do all these things. Like, how can you not like this car? Look at all this power, and you can actually come and drive the stock car and then the modified version of it, and have a very complete image about what this platform can do. That said, if you want a traditional front engine, rear-wheel drive car, if you want a BMW, if you want something that feels and drives like a BMW, this is your car, the best one yet. We might complement in the future with a BMW M2 CS if you guys really like it, but the stock car, exactly as you see it here, it's absolutely fantastic. Like if you want a traditional rear-wheel drive experience, this is your car.